What's up, everybody? This is A7X Fan Ben, and here we are continuing another series. So, this is the pros and cons series, or advantages and disadvantages of the various ship types. So, today we're going to be talking about hoists, which are a pretty rare ship type. They're basically rare three masters. They only came out in the last set, Savage Shores. There were three more scheduled for Return to Savage Shores, but we only got three actually produced. So, we're just going to go over them. So, big pro, they have tons of cargo. So the least cargo any of them has is 5, which is already, I think, probably above average for a three-masted ship. And some have 7 or 8 cargo. So totally insane. A lot of cargo. And then very useful keyword. And we'll kind of take a quick peek at it. I'll put a link in the description or whatever to the keyword video where I go into more detail on the hoist keyword and actually review it. But basically, you can transfer cargo to anything the hoist touches. A lot of times it's a free action, so it's pretty great. So wild islands, derelicts, friendly ships, it's gets pretty crazy, and it allows for a lot of very easy and quick transfers that otherwise would require ships to touch, like hull to hull, and one of them has to get an explore action, things like that. So it really expedites a lot of logistics, like not just treasure but also crew logistics if you need to do that. So very nice keyword, one of the better ship type keywords in the game actually, and can really help win games. And then a lot of times their secondary abilities complement their role in a fleet. So, for example, the Frontier has the secret hold keyword, which allows her to keep treasure that an enemy might otherwise try to take. Buscador gets a movement bonus when she's near an enemy ship, which can help her run away, which they might be after her for treasure, and she doesn't have very good cannons, so kind of complements the type of ship she is. Gold Runner that's not going to fight. And then Maui's Fishhook is expensive and not as much cargo, but she has secret hold, which is nice. And she has this like take treasure ability, which is good. And she's got the cannons to defend that treasure she steals. So pretty cool. And of course, this doesn't have to be an enemy ship. But anyway, so pretty neat complementary abilities. And for cons, they are really expensive. So Frontier, 17 points. Buscador 14 is the cheapest, and then Maui's Fishhook is 20, which is kind of crazy for a three master. So usually you're going to be spending at least 5 points per mast, which is quite a lot. Like if you think about a two master for 10 points, it's kind of a lot unless it's like Lady Provost or something quite good, or Raven. I mean, it's okay, but like a three master for 15 points, it's pretty expensive. Four master for 20 points. So you kind of get the idea that like 5 points per mast or more is quite a lot. So you're going to be averaging like 6-7 points per mast sometimes with the hoists. So usually they're going to be your main gold runner, or at least a centerpiece of your fleet. And they're going to really hurt your ability to win the game if they get sunk or captured. So you want to make sure they're either protected or can protect themselves. So sometimes I like to put Eternal on the Frontier for that, but that's a little more specific than I'm trying to go. So they're also fragile and kind of risky for hybrid use. So if you sink a lot of points into it, you're already getting a big point investment just in the base cost. And then if you add like gunship type crew, like Maui's Fishhook often wants like at least 5 points of crew, like Captain Helmsman for a basic setup. A lot of times she might be carrying named crew. So you might be investing more than 30 points into a three-masted ship, which is just kind of risky in terms of general fleet building. Sometimes those points are better spent elsewhere, and it's kind of risky to put a lot of eggs in kind of a fragile basket, I guess, if you will. So it can be kind of a risky investment in terms of points. For the ones from Return to Savage Shores, they were kind of similar to the ones we already saw, at least the first two. So we've got another one, the Spanish one they would have gotten is kind of similar to the Frontier. So expensive, but SPSS speed is nice, especially with that much cargo. And then she's got secret hold as well. Strong arm is more offensively minded, so reasonable cannons and broadsides attack, so more of a hybrid. But even the Americans probably have better three-masted hybrids, so decent ship, but maybe not quite as good as the other hoists. And then the French were going to get a really good one that gets plus L with captain. That would have been pretty crazy, maybe a competitive ship overall. So she could move LLS with captain and helmsman, which with her cargo and the hoist keyword is really powerful. And then she links to a captain SAT crew, so that would have been crazy. And I've seen that in some games, proxied in and whatnot, so it's pretty impressive. But overall, hoists get a big thumbs up from me. They're really good. They can be a really fun ship to play with too, because they're often a magnet for attention. Like they take up a lot of points in your fleet, and then a lot of times your opponent will kind of want to sink them, or they get a lot of gold and quickly. So they're often just a big magnet for attention in general, and can be pretty game changing overall. So overall, pretty neat ship type. And I guess the question of the day is, how much do you use this ship type? And do you enjoy hoists and using them, things like that? So beyond that, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to continue this pros and cons series. I had a recent request to continue it, so I want to make a little bit more of them. I don't know if I'm going to finish all the ship types, but I'm getting through some more here. So, and then obviously comment your thoughts on the question of the day and hoists in general. And then if you want to support the channel and Pirates with Ben and the game in general, you can check out my Patreon or the affiliate links in the description below, where you can buy from eBay or Amazon, get a commission on that. It'll help me with all my efforts for this game. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon for more videos.